Although you may not notice it, plastics are everywhere we go. Look around you. How many things in your sight of view are made out of plastic? The answer is too many. I took an environmental science class a few semesters ago that really opened my eyes as to how plastics are ruining not only the environment, but also our lives. That class and a movie we watched about plastics really changed my life and is what made me want to pursue my major in environmental science. To an extent, yes, I think plastics are necessary to simplify everyday life, but I think less of a reliance on it would be beneficial to the environment and help us grow as a species. I think an increase in recycling, more government funding on environmental projects, and more of a reliance on biodegradable plastics will help the earth to be less reliant on plastics. My first important idea is to increase the amount of recycling. A study from the Journal of Environmental Economics and Management shows that only 54% of average income households recycle more than 95% of plastic recyclables. An idea I had is to pay taxpayers to recycle. The city of Beijing currently has a recycling program in which they pay the citizens subway tolls in exchange of recyclables. Smaller towns across the world could benefit from this with taxi and bus credits. Another idea I had was to expand recycling programs. This would benefit many, but mostly small towns and cities. In my town, only certain recyclables are accepted, and making the program bigger and able to accommodate for more types of recyclables would certainly increase the amount of recyclables recycled. If unable to expand the amount of recyclables, they could export the recyclables to bigger towns. And I also think recycling bins should be free of all sizes. Although this would take some government funding, I think more government funding should go towards cleanup environmental projects. To start with, government funding should increase taxes on those who don't recycle. Yes, it's kind of harsh, but it's an incentive for the people to recycle. And it allows government to tax the people to have funds for other projects. A project that I found was the Ocean Array. Springer International Publishing describes the Ocean Array as a 200-meter net wide that collects plastic particles. It's a cleaning system that will reduce the amount of plastics on the ocean floor, because once the plastic goes into the ocean, it breaks up into smaller pieces, and if not eaten by animals or turtles, it breaks up and floats to the bottom of the ocean floor. It runs on sunlight and wave action, and it could remove up to 7,250,000 tons of plastic from the ocean. It connects to the ocean bed and works with the currents of the ocean, and it runs on sunlight and wave action. We can help with the amount of plastics in these garbage patches in landfills by using biodegradable plastics, which is my next topic. I think we should rely on more biodegradable plastics. Plastic bags and trash bags are the biggest problem. Ziploc bags should be biodegradable because generally we use them once and then toss them. They just throw them away. And they end up in the landfill and they don't break down. Plastic trash bags should be biodegradable because sometimes they don't make it to the landfill and they end up in the ocean, and they really should biodegrade within a short number of years. They have actually started to make biodegradable scented trash bags. We've bought them before, they're not really that great, but it's a start. We should also rely more on bioplastics. These are corn plastics, soy plastics, and plant products that are made into plastics. Corn plastics should be relied on more for food products and other small packaging because it is safe for people to consume. And it also completely composts in 3 to 6 months, which is really good. So if you have a compost pile in the backyard or in the side yard, you can go throw it in your compost bin and it'll recycle in about 6 months. Overall, an increase in recycling, government funding, and a reliance on biodegradable plastics will help us as a species to become less reliant on plastics, which will in turn allow the environment to be healthier. Did you know, in the Los Angeles area alone, 10 metric tons of plastic fragments, like grocery bags, straws, and plastic forks, are carried into the Pacific Ocean every year? Let's hope to make that number smaller. Thank you.